Okay, now we're going to work on multi-step equations. Okay, so before you, on this one here, we have 7x minus 3x minus 8 equals 24. We have to combine like terms first. So we're going to do that. So 7x minus 3x is 4x minus 8 equals 24. Okay, so you're going to look on this side, you put it in the box and say, is there anything I need to do inside that box first before I start solving for the variable? So we combine like terms. Now we have nothing but a two-step equation, so you're going to solve for x. We're going to add 8 and add 8. And then we get 4x equals 32. We're going to divide by 4. And x equals 8. We'll cover this up so it's not a distractor. Okay? Now we want to check to make sure that's correct. And remember, like we were doing before, if we take this and substitute it into the variable, and once we substitute and we do the math and it balances, then we know it's right. So we're going to say 7 times whatever x is minus 3 times whatever x is. And then we're going to subtract that 8, and it's equal to 24. So 7 times 8 is 56. This is a negative 3 times a positive 8 is negative 24. And then we're going to bring down that minus 8. Now I'm just going to combine these two right here. That's 32 minus 8 equals 24. And now I'm going to simplify this right here. And notice it balances, so the answer is correct. So x is equal to 8. Take a look at the next one. The next one says 5x plus 3 times x plus 4 equals 28. So you're going to look on this side of the equation. When you make your box, ask yourself, is there anything I can do inside that box? I have distributive property. So let's rewrite this. 5x plus 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, it looks kind of long there again, so I'm going to draw another box. And I'm going to say, is there anything I can do inside that box before I start solving? I can add the 5x and the 3x, would give me 8x, plus 12 equals 28. Now we have it down to a two-step equation, so we know we can start solving. So we're going to start solving for the x. Cross that out. 28 minus 12 is 16. And then we're going to divide by 8 on both sides. And x equals 2. Now we're going to check to see if it works. So 5 times wherever x is, I'm going to put in 2. Okay? So now I'm going to say 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 times, I can do inside the parentheses, right? And 2 and 4 is 6, equals 28. The order of ops, I'm going to do my multiplication first. So I'm going to say 10 plus 18. And 10 plus 18 is 28. So we know x is equal to 2. Okay, we've got 2 more to do. Let me cover this up so that's not a distractor. So again, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, is there anything I can do before I start solving? So put a box around there. So we're going to do distributive property inside that box. So let's bring the 4x down. We're going to distribute a negative 3. So it's a negative 3x. A negative times a negative gives me a positive, and 3 times 2 is 6, equals 21. Still going to draw my box. And inside that box, I can combine my like terms. So 4x minus 3x is x plus 6 equals 21. I can draw a box, but I'm not going to because I can see that it's a two-step, or actually in this case it's a one-step. So I'm going to subtract 6, and I get x equals 15. Let's substitute it in. 4 times 15 minus 3, 15 minus 2, okay? So 4 times 15 is 60, minus 3 times whatever's inside the parentheses, which is 13. Oops, I'm sorry, you can't see it. So let's go over that again. So 4 times 15 is 60. Minus 3 times whatever's inside the parentheses equals 21. So it's 60 minus 3 times 13. So I'm going to do this first, right? So 60 minus 39, because the order of op says I'm going to multiply before I add and subtract. And 60 minus 39 is 21, and that balances. One more. Okay. So, I could distribute if I want to, but I think what I'm going to do is get rid of this fraction first. And to get rid of that fraction, I'm going to multiply both sides by, I'm going to multiply this one by negative 5, 6, the reciprocal, and this one by negative 5, 6. So when I multiply this, negative times a positive is negative, and 5 times 66 is 330, and then this is a 6 times 1 is 6. These cancel out, and now I have x plus 3. Negative 330 divided by 6 is negative 55. And now I'm going to solve for x. So x equals negative 58. We're going to go check it. So we're going to have 66 equals negative 6 over 5, or 6 fifths. Negative 58 plus 3. We're going to do inside those parentheses first. So negative 58 plus 3 is negative 55. We're going to multiply this side, so I can change it into over 1. I didn't change it because negative 55 divided by 1 is really negative 55. So negative times a negative is positive, and a 6 times 55 is 330. 5 times 1 is 5. And 66 is equal to 330 divided by 5 is 66. So it balances.